Now that the Buffalo Bills have spent all offseason trying to address and improve their offensive line, we have to figure out who's still going to be here come September. Just because I find myself away from home does not mean I'm going to stop bringing you guys great Buffalo Bills coverage. Welcome to Bleav Talk. My name is Joe, and welcome as we continue to break down the 90-man roster and bring it down to 53 man roster. Of course, the roster we need to get this down to by August 31st. So we're going to break it down from 90 to 53. Today we talk about today we talk about the offensive line positions, all of them on the offensive line. But before we do that, however, I want to remind everyone, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, guys, hit that subscribe button as we continue to break down this roster to see who's going to make the team to start the 2019 NFL season. We'll have you covered from training camp beyond OTAs, which ended just earlier this week. Training camp starts tomorrow, through preseason, regular season, and then beyond as we hopefully make the 2019-2020 NFL postseason. So again, welcome. We're going to talk about the offensive line, so please be sure to leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the offensive line position and who's going to be the starting five. I'll give you my starting five for the offensive line. I'll give you the 9 men who I think are going to be on the starting roster. Now, 9 men is exactly how many we carried over in 2018. In 2018, we carried over 4 guards, 4 tackles, and then that 1 center position. But of course, we all know that Brandon Beane, Coach McDermott, they love versatility. They love players that can play multiple positions. We saw that last year. I think we're going to see that again this year with a lot of these guys. Now, currently on the Buffalo Bills roster, on their 90-man roster, they have 16. That's right, 16 offensive linemen. We all know what happened in the 2019 offseason. We basically cleaned out the cupboard as far as the offensive line goes, only keeping Dion Dawkins, and I think Russell Bodine also on this team from 2018. However, the one that's probably going to start is only Dion Dawkins. Again, we do have some guys, a couple of these guys were on the team last year, but they were not starters. So you got to look at this and say this is a whole new year for the Buffalo Bills offensive line. Let's protect Josh Allen. We have to protect our biggest asset at this time, and I think I have it figured out who we're going to keep out of these guys. So this might be a little bit longer of an episode because we are going to cover the whole offensive line, but I appreciate you guys sticking with me. So again, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and leave a comment. Let me know who you think is going to be on the offensive line to start the 2019 NFL season. Now, when I do this, of course, I do want to look at salaries because, believe it or not, guys, it's not just who you like. It's not just who looks good all the time. It's about salaries, right? You want to see who's making the most money, who would the Buffalo Bills owe the most dead cap money to, because that comes into effect. Not only does, let's say, Connor McDermott, who's only due to make $645,000 if he makes the team, not only does Connor McDermott have to outplay Ty Nsekhe, let's say, he has to outplay Ty Nsekhe by $6.2 million, which is how much we'd owe Ty Nsekhe. Well, 6.2 plus the 645, so by over close to $7 million, because that's how much we would owe Ty Nsekhe if we were to release him. Okay, so does that make sense? I hope that makes sense, that, you know, not only does Connor McDermott have to outperform a guy like Ty Nsekhe, and I'm not saying he's going to, I'm just using this as an example, but he has to outperform him by leaps and bounds in order to make this team. So again, we have 16 guys on this team. I'm going to give you the 9 guys I think are going to make the roster, and I'll let you know who that means gets left in the dust, okay? So first on this list is Dion Dawkins, right? Starting left tackle last season. Feel like he's going to be the left tackle again. Now, I know the Buffalo Bills did not sign his 5th-year option, so this is a contract year for him. So who knows what we are going to get from Dion Dawkins this season. He might not be happy that this is a contract year for him, but it gives him a chance to shine because the Buffalo Bills can still re-sign him, and this gives you one less year where you're on that rookie contract. So you want to show the other teams who might be interested, hey, I'm worth the top dollar, and that's what we're hoping for this year for Dion Dawkins at left tackle. Now we're going to Ty Nsekhe. Dion Dawkins' numbers don't fit the bill as what I'm looking for. He's only due to make $1.14 million this year, again, due to that rookie contract. Only $591,000 that is due to guaranteed money. So from a money standpoint, you know, he wouldn't hurt us as much as some of these other guys that we signed during free agency, and that brings me to the next guy, Ty Nsekhe. Again, I just said that if we were to cut Ty Nsekhe, we would owe him $6.2 million that would hit the Buffalo Bills dead cap money, right? But if he makes salary, he's only making 4.8, so he's making less to make the salary than he is to be cut. And I feel like that's a good indication that we plan on keeping Ty Nsekhe for the 2019 NFL roster. Now you go down to the tackle list, and I look at Cody Ford, second round draft pick. Again, dude make more in dead cap money than they would in salary if we were to cut him. 1.36 due to him in 2019 if he makes a team, 4.3 million if he does not. So you feel like those numbers work out, and you never waste a second round draft pick on a guy who's not going to make the team, or at least I don't recall the last time that's happened. So I see Cody Ford making the Buffalo Bills roster. Another money situation where he's making more dead cap than salary if he makes the team is Jon Feliciano at guard. And a good thing about Jon Feliciano, again, you talk about versatility, has played right guard, has played left guard. Same thing with Ty Nsekhe, has played left tackle and left guard. So some of these guys have a little bit of versatility, and again, that's what Coach McDermott, that's what Brandon Beane want to see out of their top guys. So Jon Feliciano, another guy who you look at the salary and say just makes sense to keep him. And then the last guy that the salary really dictates how we're going to keep him would be Mitch Morse, right? Mitch Morse is due almost $11 million on this team, which is a huge contract, right? We signed him to a big contract for a center to sign with us this past free agency, but we remember what the center position was like last season. We needed a constant force, and that's what Mitch Morse brings up. A little injury bug here during OTAs, not a big deal. He does plan to be there at the start of training camp tomorrow, so we do look forward to seeing that as well. But you look at Mitch Morse, do make almost $11 million if he makes the team, do make $20.5 million if we cut him. So again, we would not give him that kind of contract if we did not know we plan to keep Mitch Morse. So those are a few of the guys that already have us keeping him. I'm talking about Dion Dawkins at left tackle, Ty Nsekhe, who has played left tackle and left guard, Cody Ford, our second round draft pick, mostly going to probably play that right tackle position, Jon Feliciano at the left or right guard position, and actually I believe in OTAs he has played a little center as well. So again, some versatility there on that part, and Mitch Morse. So those are guys that I think due to contract or due to the fact they're on the team last year with Dion Dawkins, they are going to make the team. Now you continue to look down this list. Again, 16 guys. I've named 5. I think we're going to keep 9. So who are the other 4 guys we're going to keep? Well, I look at a guy like Le'Adrian Waddle. He can play right tackle or left tackle. We signed from the New England Patriots. I think, again, with that versatility, that's the kind of guy you want to keep. The salary doesn't really matter too much, but if he makes the team $2 million, that's not that much money for a good right tackle in the NFL. $400K if he does not make the team. So even if we cut him, it doesn't cost us that much money. So I can definitely see Ty Nsekhe as a cut candidate. However, I'm sorry, Le'Adrian Waddle as a cut candidate. But I just think he is going to do enough to make the roster. And then you go down this list. Vladimir Dukas. Listen, Vladimir Dukas silently I think had a great season for us last year compared to the rest of the offensive line, right? So you have to ask yourself, do you have a good year just compared to everyone else, or can he make this team? Is this the type of team that he can make, or is he just good on a below 500 team? And I think in this case, Vladimir Dukas is going to step up and prove that he can be a good left or right guard in this league. Then my next on this list is Jeremiah Searles. Again, a guy not going to cost you all that much, only $645,000 if he makes the team. No dead cap money. So again, I could easily see this as the type of guy that's going to get cut, maybe between him and Wyatt Teller as far as who's going to make the team, who isn't. And then you have Quentin Spain, you throw him in there too. But maybe between those 3 guys as far as who's going to make this team, I have Jeremiah Searles beating him out. Again, played a little right tackle, left tackle. He's even played right guard, left guard. He's even played right tackle in 2016. So again, you throw that versatility in there, and you wonder if he's worth a little bit more than the other guys. And plus the money situation, he's making less, right? So you throw that in there, and he might be worth holding on to. And then, of course, I look at Spencer Long. Spencer Long has played left guard, can play center as well, so he can be a backup center to Mitch Morse if needed, but can also play the left guard position. So I think I went over everyone who's going to be on the team. I'm going to go over again, or who I think is going to be on the team. I'm going to go over them again. I have Dion Dawkins, Ty Nsekhe, Le'Adrian Waddle, Cody Ford, Jon Feliciano, Vladimir Dukas, and Jeremy Searles. Mitch Morse, and Spencer Long. Those are the 9 guys that I see making this offensive line. Again, if you look at these guys, if you look them up, you'll see there's a lot of versatility there, and that's a big thing. Again, we know that Coach McDermott, Brandon Beane love versatility. John Feliciano, he switched where he's played the past couple days. He played left guard during the 3rd week of OTAs with the first line. You look at Spencer Long, moved from left guard to right guard this week, so he has that versatility. And Jeremiah Searles actually played center as well, so that's another reason this week that I think we might want to keep him, because he has played almost every position now for that offensive line. So again, you can't replace that versatility, and so it might be worth it to keep a guy like that on the bench just in case. You never know. So here are my starting 5. At left tackle, I have Dion Dawkins. Left guard, I would have Spencer Long. My center is Mitch Morse. My right guard is John Feliciano. My right tackle is Cody Ford. Let me know what you think about that. Not just the starting 5, but who I have. Who do you have out of these 16 guys? Who do you have making the roster? Again, I have Dion Dawkins, Ty Nsekhe, Leandrian Waddle, Cody Ford, John Feliciano, Vladimir Dukas, Jeremiah Searles, Mitch Morse, Spencer Long, all making the team. My starting 5 are left tackle Dion Dawkins, left guard Spencer Long, center Mitch Morse, right guard John Feliciano, right tackle Cody Ford. So the guys that aren't making the team according to what I'm saying here, and you can disagree with me in the comment section below, but Connor McDermott, Garrett McGinn, down here, Quinton Spain, I am missing out again, but you can ask yourself about Quinton Spain. Maybe he will beat out Jeremiah Searles, so that's a possibility. Wyatt Teller, same thing. I think Quinton Spain, Wyatt Teller, and Jeremiah Searles all fighting for that last roster spot as far as the 9 go at the offensive line position. Ike Bacher and DeAndre Wesley, and of course Russell Bodine, again, will be a tough casualty considering he did play well for us last year when he was asked to, but I just think we have upgraded so much in that center position from Mitch Morse. Again, Spencer Long, a huge asset that he can play multiple positions. I just don't see us keeping three potential centers on our team, so I think Russell Bodine is going to be a potential cut. Russell Bodine, out of those guys, costing us the most in dead cap money at $500,000, so we're able to save some cap space. It will not hurt ourselves too much with dead cap money going into the 2019 season and get a pretty good offensive line, much improved from last season. So again, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you agree with my starting 5? Dion Dawkins, Spencer Long, Mitch Morse, John Feliciano, and Cody Ford? Or do you think it's going to be a little differently? Again, I think some of these are easy to say. Like Mitch Morse, yes, he's going to be a center. Dion Dawkins, probably going to be starting left guard, or left tackle, I mean. So the other 3, do you agree? Cody Ford, 2nd round draft pick, probably won't be drafted that high unless he's going to start at least soon, as soon as regular season starts. So again, let me know what you think in the comment section below. That is my offensive line. Again, if you agree, thank you. Give me a thumbs up. If you disagree, give me a thumbs up anyway, but let me know what you would change. I want to hear the comments, so leave a comment below. Like this video. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, as we cover all Buffalo Bills and Buffalo sports news. So I look forward to talking to you all soon. Until I do, go Bills.